Hi there, my name's Electric Johnny Hat. I hope you're well. Right, I mean, what I did last year, I did a talk and that about Mithras and the Roman Empire, and where Bishop Square itself, which is where I am right now, where Bishop Square itself was actually being built on top of an old burial ground, an old Roman burial ground. Yeah, and you can see in the background now. I'll show you it properly in a little while. But we're sort of like lower ground, as you can see. Bishop Square runs above where everyone's walking above there, and they've just basically kept all this. So we're just going to go through it. I'm going to show you some text as well that's on the wall, which will definitely help for the people that don't know about Mithras, Lucifer, and everything that was actually going on around that time to do with Mithras and what's being worshipped today, also to do with Mithras. So yeah, cool. So yeah, this is the there's museums all over the place, absolutely all over the place. Again here as well. I'll do the best I can. At least you'll be able to read some of it. I'm not really in the mood for reading it out. So allegedly the original constructions that are there, I mean it actually, I don't know if you can see in there, but it actually goes down further as well. You okay then, mate?
Okay.
Is this the only part that you can
okay.
see?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I thought there'd be more. So they kept this, and we've got old heritage on a place called London Wall, which is East Central 2 in the City of London, which is where I am now, the City of London. The postcode I'm in right now is E1, so East 1 basically, the top of East. Going east, wherever you want to go. So East coming down, EC3, EC2, EC4, dropping down the postcodes that way. Doesn't go by numbers. So yeah, I'm assuming this is the original constructions they've kept. Trying to get so you can see inside. I can barely see inside, but hopefully you might be able to see something. It's like all this drive to do with all the pyramids, isn't it, eh? What's underneath the pyramids? What's underneath the pyramids? I told you what's underneath the pyramids. It's a bloody octahedron. The pyramids itself, the main pyramid of Giza is an octahedron. Up above, so below. Which is the diamond, the octahedron, the diamond. Which is the centre point of Freemasonry. Now a lot of people who look at the black and white checkerboards, and they don't realise that most of them are actually diamonds and not squares. They kept the diamond, which you'll find the diamond on the Freemason ring as well. Funny I'm talking about something completely different, but showing you something completely different as well. But yeah, just amazing. Right, so sorry, right, I'm going back to the London Wall. I was saying the London Wall is East Central 2, which is just around the corner, about half a mile around the corner. And London Wall, so go back to the ancient times, the old times, they kept a part of the London Wall, which is actually on London Wall itself, which is a stretch that goes through from East Central 1 to East Central 2, towards basically the Bank Junction or the Bank of England, you know. But I wish there was more here. You'd like to think this was the original stuff and not where they've just basically just thrown in the old junk, and hopefully the public will believe it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so all to do with the Roman Empire and Mithras. But let me just read a part out there. So Bishop Square is built over a major Roman and medieval burial ground. Burial grounds then were different from what we have today. Matter did not come before mind, and people carried on after they died. In some senses, the dead were more alive than when living. Wow. They felt torment and joy more deeply than the living could. Imagine that they had more power by having access to the Almighty in the Middle Ages. the Middle Ages, their location was worked out. They're not even putting full stops here, are they? As heaven, hell, and purgatory, graves, and tombs were contact points between this world, and that is only if the death rites have been properly performed. It's hard to see it. The dead could be trusted to stay on their side afterwards. Wow. Their bones could safely be dug up and deposited in a charnel house, but they were not betrayed. They were not beyond the reach of charity. Until the end of all things, the living could help them through prayer. The relationships of the living to this world and the edge of the time was a central concern of the church. Yeah, well, whatever. Just leave that alone. Public space in Bishop Square. Spitalfields edges the city, which, like I said, it's the top, basically east, which is east one, which is the top of the city. So Spitalfields edges the city. It is a place of transitions. Bishop Square covers an old. There should the city, I can't even pronounce that. There should on the city boundary where the masters and merchants inside met the flux and life and death beyond, creating space and making room for different worlds to overlap, illuminates the whole of its history. Yeah. What's left of the ruins of the Roman Empire. Of burial grounds, eh? Yeah. Man. My name's Electric Johnny Hat. Thank you very much. Oh well, let's quickly just do this. I'm seeing this yet. Let's do this. Right, this is what I was looking through before when I first started talking. I'd done a talk on, well, you can call it a presentation, talk presentation, based on Mithras and the Roman Empire. And most of these pictures I already put up. The top pictures there, which is what E1 used to look like. Evacuation work 1999. There you go, so it's not that old. You see where they've where they was building Bishop Square, and they've left the ruins there. All very interesting stuff. Oh. If you're into history, that is. If you're into history, the Roman Empire, the power of Mithras, which is basically Lucifer. I know I said Jesus, didn't I? You're going to have to do your research, aren't you? Thank you very much. And this is Bishop Square here. See the gherkin in the background? But yeah, the Roman burial site is all underneath Bishop Square here. So they actually done the decent thing by leaving the ruins, the history of the ruins there, which is, well, I'll say just where I've come from there. But it would have been nice if they would have done more, you know. Thank you very much.